Hey, Tony Gaskins here, just popping in. Now, my wife and I getting us a little away time, but it's not really like anything too serious. It's kind of one of those things where we just kind of getting away, just get a little time for the holidays and the holidays. And I've been working hard, coaching nonstop, so I just wanted to take me a little break. Was able to reschedule my Friday and Saturday clients, so thank y'all for that. And got to keep the relationship hot, and so for the marriage. And when I say hot, I just mean just being intentional. I ain't talking about y'all be trying to get in the booty beads and stuff. Don't think I'm talking about all that and slapping each other with dilders. I ain't talking about all that. I'm just saying you just got to be intentional with going on dates and getting away when you can get away, things of that nature, because we give ourselves to friends and family and the workplace and all of that, and then we don't take the time to be with our spouse. And so I take it upon myself, because my wife, she's always in go mode, so I take it upon myself to like, hey, what few nights can we get away? And then she'll find the dates, but I have to ask her. And then also she want to make sure that it's my decision and that I'm okay spending the money, because she know that, I have to go out and work, to earn the money. So she don't ever want to put an extra bill or a burden or finances or things like that. So take on over here. And my Cash App is, and so got to be intentional about that, because the devil always busy. And one thing I want y'all to understand too is you gotta learn how to make love to your spouse's mind. Oh, okay, I need to go put some air in this tire. Ain't good and low, I'm finna go get some air right now. I don't know why they did that. Like, why would they put the pressure so low on these things? Like, bro, what are y'all doing? Oh, because they got it set on light load. But it's like, bro, what y'all trying to do? So what in the world? Okay, I see what they got going on. So it was 41 and 51. I need to get that up to at least, I'm gonna get it up to 41. They tripping. My tire pressure set on light load. Did I tell y'all to put the tire pressure on light load? Like, come on now. Did not tell y'all to do that. They tripping. And so one of the things you got to be intentional about, and just make sure that you're doing what you need to do to stay connected. But what I want you to do is make sure that you're making love to one another's mind. And that's what I've learned as I've grown as a man. Like, I see it so much online, and just see so many women just talking about like how many tabs are open in a woman's brain, and how much she's doing when she's a wife and a mom, and just how long the to-do list is, and how, don't sleep well, especially when the husband is snoring, and then just driving the kids everywhere or working and all of that. And a lot of times we just feel like, sex. Like that we think that if you ain't knocking the boots, you not in love and you not building. And me and my wife found that, like, that coming together physically is cool and all that, but I mean, literally, like, if you normal, it's 5, 10, 15 minutes. Like, it's not nothing. And so, but being able to sit and talk for an hour, being able to go to dinner and talk about just whatever without arguing, being able to lay out by the pool and just read the Kindle, work on the laptop. I'll be able to film videos while my wife is getting ready and stuff. I'm still filming videos. Like, it's kind of like a workcation. It ain't really like now I'm gonna put my phone down as far as text messages and all of that. Let folks miss me, so y'all understand that if you actually be texting me. So I ain't gonna be working like that, because a lot of times when you're on that text message, you just be on response mode all the time, and it have you mess up your heart rate and stuff. And so, yeah, I definitely gotta put some air in this tire, because this thing gonna be done. Sure enough, I ate the food. And so you got to realize and understand that there, and know what's going on, and be able to build and have you a real connection. And a lot of people just don't think about that, and just don't come together on that level, because we're so freaky, and we're so turned out, and we're just so nasty from being out here and getting in. People get into nasty movies at a young age, and they get into the nasty movies and all of that, and they get beside themselves, and just don't be realizing and understanding, like, hey, all that ain't normal. And so for me, man, it's finna be amazing to just get away, spend time with my wife, and talking and building and dreaming and planning. And so be intentional about that. And I'm gonna tell you something, like, even if all you could do is have a staycation at the house, like, do that. Like, you ain't got to go nowhere. We going to Aruba, but you ain't got to go nowhere. Like, you could go to the Holiday Inn. Just get out the house. And if you can't even do that, you ain't got to do that. No air. You ain't even got to do that. Y'all forgiving. It's gonna be a little noise on there now. Put a little more air in this here tire, cause when it sits still, it get beside itself. And so, but just you got to learn with your spouse how to enjoy one another and how to be best friends. You got to learn that. What's going on now? You think putting air in there, man? Lord. Hang on, 23. My goodness. So y'all forgive me, putting a little air in here. Praise the Lord, the thing's so quiet. When there's air going in here though. Like, come on now, what we got going on? Like, am I putting air in my tire? Or I'm letting air out of my tire? Like, Lord. Okay. Y'all forgive me. Trying to make sure the thing wasn't going up. Like, calculate for me now, thing. So we gonna be away. I might get to shoot some videos. And y'all listen. Don't be in the comments, Tony, just enjoy your wife. Listen, I work for a living. Like, my wife want me to make money. She don't want me enjoying her while she in the shower or she somewhere getting dressed. Like, she don't care nothing about me filming a video. If she laying out reading her book, like, my wife my wife about that bread. Like my wife don't be complaining about quality time. She don't do that. Like when I come home, the time she get, she be happy with that time. But she don't. When we was young, she used to do that. But now that she understand life as a grown woman, my wife don't say nothing to me. Like it's 10 o'clock right now. She know I just finished coaching. And she know that's some nights I come home midnight. My wife don't say a word to me about my schedule. And she, when I get home now, she talk my head off. She be happy. And she'll talk my head off. But one thing about it, she let me work. She do not bother me about that. Because she know the bill got to be paid. So she let me work. And that's one thing I love about her. And ladies, I want y'all to understand that. Like, you can't have it all. You know, you want your man to work and be a provider, especially if you don't work, then you can't be complaining about him working. And then, fellas, if you know you got the grind and you working all the time that you can find, you got to find that time. So just like I'm booking this 3-night trip, I'm going to take and I'm going to be off my phone, especially like at dinner and all that. When we land in the room, watching TV, watching the NBA or whatever we doing, I'm going to be off my phone. We out there, I'm working on the Mastermind group. And I'm going to tell you, this Mastermind group, it scared me. You know, it scared me because, for one, it's like we're in a position where not everybody, you know, people's finances ain't where they need to be. And I might do the Mastermind and have one person in it. me and that one person, it's 3 of us on the Zoom call. But it's like, the Lord say, Tony, you got to go. You got to give. You got to commit to something. So if it's 3 of y'all on the call, y'all finna be best buds. That's what the Lord telling me. Like, man, you got to go. You got to learn. You got to teach what you done learn. Because if it's just 3 of y'all in the Mastermind, that's all it's meant for. So just go. Don't worry about it. So I'm finna give everything I got. Teach everything I know. And we finna have us a little Mastermind. And guess what? If it's just a handful of us, then that might be finna be my road dog. That might be my partners in crime. We might do us a little tour. Do a little speaking tour. You don't never know what the Lord got in store. So stay tuned. So I'm gonna use this because my wife, she like to read. So she's gonna be reading while we at the pool. So I'm gonna be using this as well to just kick back and work on the course, putting the course together and getting that right there ready for y'all, the Mastermind. So be ready. Only 20% down. It's gonna be $4,500 total. So you're gonna see $4,500 total, and then you're gonna see the payment plan option. And that's where we going. And we finna build it. And guess what? Because I want to help create millionaires, even just 6-figure earners. I want to help create that to where we could have more people that's building a brand, earning extra income, living their life, and could do more. Because it's out there for us. We just got to go get it. We don't want to go get it, but we just got to go get it. Y'all got to forgive my hand, sun in my face. And so that's all it is. So to the couples, make sure that you're intentional. And I'm going to help you understand something. Sex is a plus, not a priority. And as soon as you get that and you realize that what matters most is y'all emotional, mental, and spiritual connection. You got to get that right there in your relationship. And yes, that don't mean don't have sex. That don't mean don't prioritize it. That don't mean don't do it. Like, yeah, you could do it. You could put it on the books, but you got to make sure that y'all connect here. So if somebody had an accident and you can't have sex, can you still be best friends? If somebody have a stroke, somebody have a health issue, and you can't have sex, can you still be best friends? That's what you got to realize and understand. And that's what you got to work on. So be intentional with your communication. Like when you communicating with your spouse, put your phone down and look each other in the eye. Have deep eye contact. And I realize when my wife talking and I put my phone down and I'm looking her in the eye, it make her talk more and longer, and she love that eye contact. But because normally I don't always do that, but I've learned it's a secret to that eye contact, because that's closeness. And make sure that you do a real intentional hug. So what I do when I hug my wife, I massage her back and rub her back. And we may hug for 60 seconds, a minute or more. And it sounds like a little bit of time, but it's a long time when you wrap around somebody. And that's just me. That's how I hug. So it's really like she getting a hug from me, because she don't massage and rub my back. She just wrap her arms around me. And she just receive, because I'm touchy-feely, so I'm massaging and rubbing her back. And I'm the man, though. So, yeah, I could want me a little bite massage, but then I think that, but then I'm going to feel feminine. Like, hey, hold on now. Don't be manhandling me. I'm massaging my bite. Manhandling me. Like, hey, let me massage your bite now. I'm the man now. And we got to understand our place and understand our role. That's what we get messed up a lot of times. We get beside ourselves and we don't understand our place and our role. The woman want to be the man want to be the woman. That's confusion from Satan. So you got to make sure that if you a man, you in your masculine, and if you a woman, you in your feminine. So as a man, you shouldn't want your bite rub all the time. And when you do want your head rub or your bite rub, then lay your head on your wife's lap while y'all sitting in the bed. But you shouldn't need that every day now. You need therapy. You need that every day. You need to get you some therapy. You out here tore up from the floor up. You out here broke, busting, and disgusted, boy. And the same thing with a woman. You can't be too needy now. And I'm going to tell y'all, you got to channel and handle your freak. You can't be wanting to get sloppy toppy and peach cobbler every day. You nasty. You need therapy. Like, people mouth and jaws need a break. You nasty. And so I want you to understand that, like, you got to remember that y'all are humans. You need time, you need space, you need consideration, you need understanding. Like, I'm tired because I was up late last night and had to wake up early to go get a haircut. And my wife, let me send my barber a cash out, because I told him I was going to send him an Apple Pay. And I do not want to be a liar. And my wife, she was up late and she had to get up 4:30. We didn't go to bed till 2 or something like that, 1 o'clock. I can't even remember why, because I got home late or something. I think because I had got home late and she was knocked out and Tatum had knocked out without even showering. He was supposed to shower and laid down and knocked out. So both of them, they rip and run so much with that soccer in school. They be so tired. What's all this in the mailbox now? Who's this from? What the hell? Okay. All right. I'll be back for you. So they be so tired that they was knocked out. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, you got to realize and understand that you got to be human. And you got to have some decency and respect for each other. And just And you gotta seek to understand, then be understood. So like, if I know my wife is running off 2 hours of sleep, I'm finna just let that thing stand up. I ain't finna try to put her on her bike. I could be hard as a rock. Arm and Hammer box. I ain't finna do that. Now y'all forgive me, I'm putting this on the regular page now, but this type of stuff here, when I'm talking about this stuff, gonna start going into the Blessed Tribe Unfiltered. I ain't got nothing but 2 members in there. I'm gonna be in the Blessed Tribe Unfiltered, because a lot of y'all, YouTube, a lot of y'all be taking stuff the wrong way. And so that's the thing. Hey baby, filming. You open that for me? Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you. All right, I'm about to pull in. Uh-oh. Hey, Bella. Hey, girl. What you doing, girl? What you doing? Y'all, this our little dog. She a little Morky. Named Bella. And she be coming and she do submission pee. So when you go to rub her, she bend down and she pee. When you rubbing her, she squat down and pee. They say it's called a submission pee. I'm like, I do not want you to be submitting peeing on my carpet. So we can't even touch her in the house. Her bladder too low. We can't even touch her in the house because if she ain't came out and peed already, she'll pee right where you touch her at. Like, well, you get that bladder fixed. They say it's something they can't fix. I'm like, she tripping. You get that bladder, need some Depends. I'm like, Deion Sanders. Depends deal. And so that's what we got to understand. We got to start seeking to understand. So it's like, if my wife tired, she busy, she ripping and running, I'm finna let her find rest. I ain't finna be trying to flip her and toss her. And then if I got to work and I'm busy and I'm working, my wife ain't in my face crying and complaining about quality time and all of that. But then at the same time, I'll take and find time for us to have some quiet time, some quality time, whether it's the getaway or whether it's a date at home. And then she'll take and find her rest and all of that. And then we able to come together, have our intimacy. I'm trying to make sure, because this is how my dog died growing up. My dad was biking out and the dog went up under the wheel. So I'm trying to make sure. And look, I'm pulling forward and my dog walking right in front of me. She see me going forward and she trying to walk. Like she about to walk right under the wheel. It's like, how you see him going forward? Okay, she got more sense than I thought. She didn't have too much sense. I thought she was old dingleberry. She got more sense. Cause I be seeing them smart dogs on TikTok. I'm like, why is my dog dumb? Like, my dog don't do none of this stuff. It's they dog. That ain't really my dog. That's they dog. I really don't claim the dog like that. Cause listen, they ain't kind of dog I want. I want me a real dog. I want a little Morky. Like, oh, feminine dog. Try me. And so listen to me. For y'all singles, you got to get these lessons before you go into a relationship, because a lot of y'all, I'm telling y'all what y'all be. Y'all get in a relationship, y'all be unrealistic. You be expecting the most. You be focusing on a fairy tale. Man, you human. And you dealing with a human. You got to seek to understand. Sometimes you got to let people have their mood. Sometimes you got to let people be their way. I had to do a meeting tonight with my son's coach because of my wife being herself. And I had to talk to them, explain to them, like, listen, man, I've been married to her 18 years, man. She just passionate. That's how she is. She don't mean no harm by it. Because when she be on the sideline. So, but now I get to go in there and talk to her, and have a little conversation and just let her know, like, hey, that's what we talked about. And going forward now, got to put a muzzle on it. Son gonna get kicked on the tee. You got to put a muzzle on it over there. I know you passionate, but it's like, You ain't never kicked no soccer ball. You passionate for no reason. Hey, calm down. It's different. You watching the sport you played. But, because I don't say nothing at the game. And the coach, he realized that. I say, you ain't never heard me say nothing. So he realized that. But see, my wife been, getting with him. And so he ain't like that because he be telling his butt what to do. So I say, baby, calm down. But guess what? I got to love her for who she is. And it's a lot she got to love me for. Now, I can't see my flaws right now. It's too late. So I ain't going to be able to see my flaws right now. But it's a lot I got going on. She got to love me for who I am. I'm trying to think, what's wrong with me? And see, that's how it be. When we got to put that mirror on ourselves, we can't see now flaw. I'm trying to think, what's wrong with me? What she got to put up with? Y'all give me about 30 more minutes. Let me think about what my wife got to put up with. Sometimes I have mood swings. Like, sometimes I have moods when I wake up and I don't feel like talking. Like, I don't feel like, I feel like getting a good argument in. So, yeah. So, the guy that you knew, now what had happened with that? And I might wake up and be ready to start something like that. And so, I done grew out of that. But she had to deal with that. And we had to learn each other. And that's why couples fail, because people want everything to be perfect. People want somebody to fit them like a glove. And you got to realize that the glove ain't gonna always fit. OJ did it, but when he got in the court, glove ain't fit. And so it's like, you got to realize that's how it be. And understand that and really get to that place to where, see, I done talked this long, I got to go to 30 minutes. I can't cut off no 27 minutes. And guess what? I'm going to sit here and talk. My wife, she know I'm working. She know we leaving tomorrow. She ain't going to trip. My eyes burning. I'm hoping hope we don't be over there on the vacation sick. Over there snodding and sneezing. And body done broke down. But guess what? If we ill, we will lay in the bed all day and do room service. That part of it, when you with somebody you love, and listen, you got to love your spouse more. You got to appreciate them more. You got to sit down and look at who they are and what they do good versus who they aren't. You got to look at what's going right versus what's going wrong all the time. You got to praise them. You got to see them for who they are. And really realize that and understand that. And I'm going to tell you, it's my fault for, making money. Because they say money don't change. I'm going to tell you right here. Money changes. People say money just show you more of who you are. No, you didn't have the ability to be who you are when you broke. When you broke, you can't be nothing. You can't even be broke. You broke. You can't even afford to spell. So it's like, the quotes sound good, but money change you. So how my wife out here popping off because she got a soft life. She in a pop off position. So when she popping off at the coach, it's because it's different. And that's the thing, like, it's no other mom on the sideline that's in her position. So they not gonna be the same, because I notice it with my pro athletes. When they come into that money, but they just to be the confident, just to be the direct, no. Like, when you learn how to answer people like that? But that money help you out. So it's like, your spouse gonna change and be more confident and be more assertive in the world from your affirmation and your love and your support. Like me, I go out and conquer the world because my wife don't tell me what I can't do. She'll tell me this ain't the right time, but she don't tell me what I can't do. And then sometimes, and I'm going to tell you, this is where I make the mistake at, is me, I'm going to do what I want to do. She'll be like, no, this ain't the right time. That thing, I be cutting the ribbon, grand opening. Like, so you want the right time? And then a few months later, I be going out of business. And I be like, I should have listened. And so that's what we got to learn to realize. But hey, get ready for the mastermind. Don't feel forced. Don't feel forced like you got to be in it. But it's launching Black Friday. So if you want to build your business, build you a 6-figure business, 7-figure business, 8-figure business, whatever the Lord got for you. It might be a 5-figure business, might be a 4-figure business, but it's going to be better than what you had now. That one thing about it. So be ready. Black Friday, the Solopreneur Mastermind going up. And we'll be in touch. We'll talk soon. Keep your head up. All the other important links in the description. I had to bump up my discounted rate a little bit. I had to bump it up $50. So if you did the 125 and you know you need some more sessions, grab the 175. That's the holiday discounted special. And I opened a couple Sundays. Since Jesus had to save the sheep that fell into the ditch on Sunday, I decided I'd coach on Sunday. So I do my little set because I had to cancel some sessions. So I had to open some Sundays in December. So if you sign up, you might be able to catch a December date instead of the February date. But listen, there's no refunds on discounted coaching. So understand, it's booking into February. Do not sign up and then act like you didn't hear me say it's booking into February. Somebody did that the other day. And somebody of another race had to let us know, sister, come on now. You done come over here to the hood now. Man, no refunds over here. This ain't Main Street now. So I had to let her know. And so understand, it's booking out far, but you'll have the link. You can save the link. The link where you schedule is not where you pay. But if you book in February, every Monday, you can click the link and check it to see if anybody have canceled, and then you can move your session up. So God bless you. Keep your head up. All the important links in the description. We'll talk soon.